Hey guys, today we're going to be working on this 2018 Hyundai Tucson. We're going to be going over the ECT and the IAT sensors.
More specifically, how and what they communicate to the PCM. We're going to be starting off with the ECT. The location specified is behind the cylinder head, which if we look, it's back down in here below the air intake. And before we start testing, we're going to be showing you guys the schematic circuit.
Alright guys, so here we're hooked up and probed into the ECT sensor. You guys can see on your screen at the bottom left and the meter on your screen here the different readings that we're getting at the PCM. So we're getting a 0.65 voltage reading across it and the temperature of the car currently. That's what the PCM is interpreting. So this is normal running conditions. What I'm going to do now is simulate an ECT going bad. So I'm going to unplug it here. A couple things are going to happen. I'll explain through them. So now I unplugged it. So now I've unplugged it. You see the voltage spike up to 5, and as you guys can also hear, the fans have turned off. So what that's doing is here it is. So now the computer's like, oh crap, I don't know what the temperature is, so it's kind of guessing now. So it's gonna rather guess that it's too hot and cool it off, rather than and instead of not turning on the fans and then taking longer to heat up. So we were in closed loop before, and now we've jumped into an open loop. That means the vehicle is kind of guessing where it's at. So I'm gonna now re-plug it in. And you guys will see the fans will stop. The fans will stop, the voltage is dropped back to 0.6, and it's going to properly read the engine temp. Alright, and that's that. So we're going to read the code here. Okay, and as you guys can see, it says that there is a high input voltage on the ECT circuit, and on the dash it's reading that the engine is overheating even though we know it is not, and that is because the ECT is not plugged in right now and the vehicle again is going into that safe mode. So this may be something a customer sees on the dash and what you guys may see on the dash.
Here we are back probed into the white and black connectors leading to the IAT, which is inside the map sensor. We will next show you guys some live testing.
Alright guys, so here we have a couple things on your screen. We got 3 graphs. The top graph is TPS 1 signal voltage, middle one is TPS 2 signal voltage, and bottom one is the accelerator pedal position switch. So if my partner quickly just floors it, and then you guys can see that jump up and then comes back down. That's the percentage of the throttle pushed down. TPS 1 signal voltage starts from 1 and climbs up, as you guys saw in the illustration, and TPS 2 starts up high and comes down. So without further ado, we're going to get to testing here. So I'm going to plug into here, as you see on the meter. Once I push this in, we read that 4.5 kind of range around there, and as my partner is going to press down, this meter is going to go down and follow the voltage that you see on your screen as well. Alright, go ahead. Alright, so we've engaged, and we're starting to climb down now, as well as TPS 1 is starting to climb upwards. These sensors are called redundant sensors. They are 2 measurements that measure kind of the same thing, but in different ways. So this one going from higher voltage to lower, and that one from lower to higher, lets the PCM know that, like, alright, like, there should be this difference at this percent throttle, there should be this difference at this percent throttle, and if it's not that different, if that parameter isn't met, then they realize, okay, something's wrong. And since the throttle position is very, very important, because you don't want your car going wide open throttle at a stoplight on you, you know, That's why we have these redundant sensors on this to make sure that it operates well and we can detect a problem. All right, and that is wide open throttle. So that was a brief demonstration of how this works.